Did you know that the Chinese government built a mega bridge around a local's house? All because a woman was too stubborn to sell her house. Today, we're going to show you the incredible story of the woman who refused to leave her house and now lives under a bridge. Before we continue, share your thoughts with us. Would you refuse to sell your house if the government wanted to buy it? Let us know down in the comment section below. The Chinese government built a mega bridge around a house in Guangzhou after the owner refused to sell it. Negotiations went on for 10 years, but no agreement was reached. The Haixiong Bridge is 400 meters long and has 4 lanes in 2 directions. It finished construction in 2018 and opened to traffic in 2020. The bridge connects the built roundabout sections on both sides of the river to ease traffic pressure on Industrial Avenue and Hongdae Road. The house is encircled by Haixiong Bridge and is one of the many in China known as nail houses. Stuck in between high traffic and noise, you might wonder, was it worth it? After all, Miss Liang, the owner of the house, underwent a lot of conflicts to stay where she is. However, her response might not be what you expect. 3 generations of 5 people live in Miss Liang's house. The property ground is around 30 square meters, but the house is 40 square meters, divided into 2 stories. This house was built over 40 years ago by Miss Liang's grandfather. It's obvious the sentimental value a property like this holds, but is love over ancestry and tradition more important than peace and quiet? Ms. Liang stated that the noise during the construction of the bridge lasted for 2 years, from 2018 to 2020. The noises would plague the family from 6 in the morning up until 11 in the evening. The only periods when construction paused were during the 2019 Spring Festival and the height of the pandemic in 2020. But the noise wasn't the only nuisance. Various cracks appeared in the walls and the grounds of the house, and the crane used to pass over the house with steel bars. At least water and electricity supply weren't affected, except for a day in June 2020 when water was stopped for half a day due to the diversion of the underground water pipe. Just thinking about that much trouble makes my head hurt. But this woman went through all of this willingly. Why? Miss Liang stated that she did not agree to move out because the government didn't offer another house in a good location. She added that she was more than happy to deal with the consequences, and she didn't care about anyone's opinion of her. She said, "You think this environment is poor, but I feel it's quiet, liberating, pleasant, and comfortable." Well, if she says so, I just find that hard to believe. Despite Miss Liang's accounts of the situation, there's different information of her motives for staying in her house. It's been reported by Daily Mail UK that Miss Liang has demanded that the government give her 4 apartments, but the government only agreed to 2. However, she insists the government didn't give her a well-located house and wanted to place her in a residency next to a morgue. No one knows for sure what's the truth, but the fact remains here that the government had to go through a lot of trouble to get things right with the construction of the Haixiong Bridge. I bet you learned a lot so far. Keep watching awesome videos like this one. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It means the world to us. Anyways, the government earmarked the plot for the demolition in 2010, and when it finally got everything set up, Miss Liang decided to keep her place. Miss Liang is the only person out of a total of 47 households and 7 firms to still live in this bridge's location. After realizing Miss Liang wouldn't be moving out, the government officials and engineers had to get creative. They had to discover a way to still build the bridge, but to ensure that everyone living in the house under it was safe. The Bureau of Housing and Urban Rural Development of Haisu District stated that, to ensure house safety, the engineers changed the bridge's shape and kept the house under it. They created an access channel for the family and kept the plans for the bridge's opening unchanged. Ao Jian, the designer of the bridge, said that the discussion with the District Housing and Urban Rural Development Bureau took 2 months. Finally, they reached an agreement and decided to branch out the lanes. This approach changed a lot of elements from the original plan. In the initial design plan, the southern approach road had steps that led up to the bridge deck and down to the riverside walkway. But to bypass the nail house, the engineers had to expand the bridge's deck, erasing the spot where the stairs resided. Now, bystanders can only get to the bridge if they walk to the edge of the approach road. The width of the sidewalk also suffered changes. It went from the planned 3 meters to 1 meter during construction. What was once designed as ample space for pedestrians had become a narrow and uncomfortable sidewalk. Another point of change was the bridge's subgrade structure on both sides of Miss Liang's house. Instead of the normal approach, a wall on the left and a wall on the right filled in the middle to make a roadbed, the engineers had to make 4 walls. In addition to the ones on the right and the left of the bridge, they made one on each side of the house. All these changes caused the Haixiong Bridge to be more costly and to need more construction times. Had the original plans been followed, the completion date would have been 9 months earlier. This delay was due to the change of design plans, but also during the construction, workers had to take more care not to damage the structure of the house. Besides, they can't build at night, which affect people's sleep. With all of this trouble and complication, it's no wonder that people became curious about the whole situation. The nail house has become a popular internet phenomenon in China after footage and images of it appeared on social media. It has attracted many tourists who have come to visit the place. After the completion of the bridge, the constant noise stopped, and the family thought that they would finally have their moments of rest. However, that wasn't the case. As citizens began approaching the house to see the new internet celebrity, the onlookers were a terrible disturbance. They talked a lot and shared speculations and rumors. A few people claimed that Miss Liang wanted 4 million yen to move out, but that she didn't negotiate with the departments responsible, while other people called the government greedy. The onslaught of people was so big and so annoying that Miss Liang and her family stocked food in their house and didn't leave their home for a few days. They also sealed the windows with cardboard and newspapers so people couldn't take a look inside of their lives. Finally, Miss Liang went to the media and urged the responsible parties to take action about the problem. The construction team added a barrier around the unfinished sidewalk to deter the community from entering the bridge to look under the house. The only way to get to Miss Liang's place is through the lane, which was blocked by the Longfeng Sub-District Office. The door of that lane is also closed up with an iron gate. The staff of the Sub-District Office gave Miss Liang and her family the keys. Ever since this action, the people who come to watch can only stand on the sidewalk 7 or 8 meters away. In addition, a solid concrete fence over 1 meter high blocks their sight, and a circle of potted plants resides atop the fence. That sure is a controversial situation. Do you think the woman was wrong for not selling her house? Or do you think that the government doesn't have the right to pressure people into doing what it wants? Let us know in the comment section down below. If you want to see more about Chinese construction projects, you can watch our video, Amazing Bridge Construction Machines and Technology Hidden from the USA. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.